Well, I did. My previous movie was called Limitless, and right after I finished doing that, it was with Bradley Cooper and Robert De Niro, they sent me the book. I looked at the book and I was intrigued in it. The idea for a director of doing a movie set in the future is pretty interesting and an exciting challenge. And then I also really like the themes of the story and the central character. I actually was planning on directing the second one, and I was actually hired. I was talking to my production designer and my producers last fall and setting it up. And it was always going to be a little bit tough. We were going to be editing this movie while I was prepping the next movie, because they want to release the movie a year from now, the next movie. But then at a certain point, I decided that I wanted to shoot some additional scenes for Divergent. And once I did that, then that was too much. There was no way I could be preparing to shoot scenes for this movie, editing the movie, mixing the movie, and then still be prepping the next one. So at a certain point, I was like, I can't do it. It was great. I mean, there's not a lot of detail in the book about that sort of thing. So as a director, it was fantastic to try to come up with these things, to use the real skyscrapers of Chicago, the real skyline, and to find a different way to do a futuristic movie, not to do it with visual effects, but to do it in a real landscape, to give it that you are there quality. I had seen Shailene Woodley in a movie called The Descendants, and that's the only thing I'd seen her in. And I saw that, and I thought, she's the one to be in the movie. She has such an honest and relatable quality to her, and I wanted that for Triss. But then she's also able to do the physical stuff. She's really strong and has a real strength of spirit, actually. So she was first on my list. I hired her right away. Took longer to find Theo James, to find the right guy to play For. And when I put them in a room together, I gave them a screen test, and there was immediately this chemistry between them, and which for a director is incredibly exciting and a huge relief to know that there's going to be, an intense relationship between them. I wanted them to do all their own stunts. They run alongside these trains. We could have done it on a sound stage with visual effects. I wanted to do it for real. We had the actors, Shailene, Theo, running alongside these trains, grabbing onto them, pulling themselves on, and then jumping off. And then, in a way even more intense than that, they fight each other, and they really fought each other in an intense fist fight that's really different for this kind of movie. Yeah, it's always difficult because novels have the advantage that they can write about what the character's thinking, what they're feeling. In a movie, you have to find a visual way to show those emotions, to show those ideas, and so sometimes you have to invent other things, but you want to stay faithful to the novel, and I think we have. A little bit, but I mean, I thought that I liked the story, and I thought that we discovered a way to tell that story in a really engaging way. So I felt like we would be successful too. Now, are we going to be really like a phenomenon, like make the most money of any movie that's ever been made? I can't really put that on myself. I did want it to be a success, and wanted it to be a success, and it opened in North America about a week and a half ago, and it's a big hit. So that's again, as a director, more of a relief than anything else.